Okay, we wanted to share something with you that I'm not sure all of you know that we do.
Yeah.
So every single month we hold a mastermind in the Seattle area. It's actually at a winery in Woodinville called Mark Ryan. And we do this every single month to share with agents in our area, like some of the things we're learning and we're putting into practice. And we're also bringing in other agents to share what they know and put into practice as well. So we do this every month, and It's awesome.
It's the first Monday of every month. And if you want to come, just reach out and we'll send you the invite.
So this one I'm very excited for. So if you follow the news, the biggest topic in real estate right now is called clear cooperation. Chris is going to explain what that is, and we're going to host an event so we can educate everybody on the pros, the cons, the ups and downs of what clear cooperation is.
Yep, so clear cooperation
He's going to read it verbatim.
I'm going to read it. This is the definition. Is a policy in real estate that was introduced by the National Association of Realtors, also known as NAR, in the U.S. in 2020. It requires the properties listed for sale must be submitted to a multiple listing service, the MLS, within 1 business day of being publicly marketed. The purpose of clear cooperation is to ensure transparency, fairness, and equal access to property listings. Before this policy, some listings were marketed privately, for example, via social media, and also known as pocket listings if you're in a different state, without being shared on the MLS, which meant only one day selected groups of buyers or agents had access to that property. The policy aims to level the playing field by ensuring that all potential buyers have the opportunity to see and bid on a property.
Those are a lot of words.
Yep, so I'll summarize it for you.
Okay, yeah. So wait, and again, like when you first hear this and when this topic came out, you're like, what the heck does that mean? Like, do I like what they're saying? Am I opposed to what they're saying? What does my brokerage think? What do my clients, what are they going to think? Yeah. So again, I think like when you read all that, you're like, what the heck is that?
Okay, so to dumb it down, when a property is being marketed to the public, it needs to be put into the MLS within 1 business day.
So basically, you could put your house on the market today, but you have to submit it to the MLS by tomorrow.
Correct.
And then once we go into the MLS, then it goes to every other website.
Exactly.
So it basically goes MLS, Zillow, Redfin, Windermere, John L. Scott, EXP, whatever, like Compass, it goes everywhere.
And the reason why they do that is because they want everybody to be fair.
Yep.
Treated transparently.
And most people believe that, or the reason why this was created was because people believe that it needs to be fair for all the sellers and buyers out there. So buyers have the equal opportunity to buy a home.
Yeah.
And agents have an equal opportunity to get the business and try to sell the home as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, totally right. Totally right. It's very interesting though, because there's definitely some neighborhoods that, I'd say 50% or more sell off market.
Yeah. So some people, the people who want to do away with clear cooperation are basically saying sellers should have the choice of what to do. So now the opposition thinks totally different. What they're trying to say is that sellers should have a choice, meaning if they want to market it to the public, they should be able to market to the public in the MLS. But if they only want to market privately off market or just online or on their brokerage's website, the consumers or the sellers should have the opportunity to just do that if they want to. So basically the opposition is just fighting for consumer choice.
So there's a fair amount of agents that sell a fair amount off market. Like I think I sold like 10.
So you know what's interesting? Like I've sold a bunch off market too. And I think what happens is the agents that are more productive or doing it full time or more successful sell more off market.
Yeah.
And so some brokerages and some consumers are like, well, that's best for me. So think about it. If you put yourself in a position of you're somebody who's lived in your house for a really long time, you need to move out of it, you're elderly, and you're like, I just don't want people coming through my house. I just want to sell it really quick.
Yeah.
And so some people might sell it to a builder, they might sell it off market, and they'll get, let's say, $500,000 off market, and they don't have to worry about anything. They're okay taking 10 or 20% less, whatever that number is. They're like, I just want the ease of sale.
Yeah.
So there is probably, obviously, a place for that.
There's a lot of weird situations. Like there was one where I had this house, my client, it was probably worth 1.8, the client wanted $2 million. I knew an agent that had a buyer for that and they were willing to pay $2 million. And that made my client happy, so they did it off market.
And again, like we're talking kind of micro here, so we know much more about our client's experience, what the laws and rules are here in Washington State. So it may be different if you're in California or New York or somewhere else around the country.
Yeah.
But in general, the argument that people are facing, or the decision people are facing, is the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, are saying we want to keep this clear cooperation.
Yeah.
They're like, we think it's fair. We think all buyers should have the opportunity to see all the homes on the market. We think that we don't want people to pre-market just on their website. We just want it fair for everybody.
Hey, NAR, I think the quickest way to do that is let everybody get coming soon.
Yeah, so there's
We're the only state that doesn't have it. It's stupid.
But so then some people say, well, if it's just about consumer choice, is the seller themselves being educated of the pros and cons of what it's like to sell off market.
Yeah.
So what if your agent is just saying, hey, basically, it'll go on our website, it's best for you, but they don't understand that like we want this to be mass marketed. So here's where I personally struggle with it.
Okay.
And my thought is, if you're gonna sell something, let's say anything, I wanna sell this shirt off my back, right? And I wanna get as much money as I can for selling the shirt off my back.
Yep.
I should probably give it to somebody, because nice people will give the shirt off
Great,
their back.
very
But I'm gonna sell my shirt, right? And the microphone. I want as many people to see this as possible.
Yeah.
Most people, there are specific examples, like Chris was saying, like somebody who's elderly, or somebody who just wants the ease of sale, somebody passed away in the family, and they just want it really easy. So there are definitely examples where that's true. So what my personal struggle a little bit is the consumer or the seller being educated in the right way to say, most people want their home sold for top dollar and as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I have the struggle with saying like being off market accomplishes both of those things. It may be as fast as possible, but is it top dollar?
Yeah.
So I don't have numbers specifically. And this is why I'm really interested like in this event that we're hosting to hear everybody's opinion, because granted, like I have to accept it. We have to accept our opinions may change.
Oh, for sure. Completely.
Totally change.
I just like the thought of pre-marketing, the coming soon of like, hey, this is coming on the market next week, and here are some photos to give you a teaser.
How do you feel about like if pre-marketing was only allowed within your own brokerage?
No, I think it should be everybody.
Okay.
I think everybody
Okay.
should have the
Yeah.
opportunity to do the coming soon thing, not just one person.
So we've got a whole bunch of opinions on this stuff. I have strong opinions. Chris has strong opinions. I think every broker, especially like right now in Washington State, there's a big Instagram debate going on between two major brokers, between Windermere, who's
Encompass.
a big Encompass, and they're kind of going back and forth about this whole topic.
Yeah.
So I'm fascinated because we've got friends that are on
both.
both sides, right?
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. So this next Monday we're hosting a conversation
Yeah.
about, and we just want people to give their opinions.
We are Switzerland.
We're actually Kirkland, but I get you what you're saying.
We're Switzerland.
Kirkland signature. Can we go Kirkland signature?
We are Switzerland.
So I'm just super excited because we're going to have 4 of the top agents in this marketplace that have different opinions that are going to educate us all on this crazy important topic that changed in 2020,
Yeah.
that may change in the future, and it will be an ongoing conversation for years to come. So if you want to learn more about this, and if you want to come to the event and you're in Seattle, just email us at team@ndgresidential.com.
Yep.
Or maybe just show up. It'd be great to know if you're going to show up because we got to get enough wine for everybody.
Yeah, but I'd say it's going to be a great topic to learn something or take away something. You know, your opinion might completely change by the end of the day. It's not a debate. It's not going to be a polarizing conversation. It's going to be a conversation of opinions, and we're going to learn.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we just ask, try to come if you live in state. Keep an open mind because I know we both are.
Yeah, because we're Switzerland.
Thank you guys for watching, and we really hope to see you guys there.
We are Switzerland.
I've been to Switzerland. Switzerland's awesome.
I've been-
I've been bungee jumping. I've been skydiving in Switzerland.
We've been to Canada.
We're talking about Switzerland, aren't we?
I'm hungry.